Okie dokie. Oh god, I was in the club.
Morning.
Morning. It's kind of been crazy lately, huh? No one's in the mood to talk either. It's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can't stop thinking about it, even when we're still got to do our best at school.
That's why.
Ah, it's December already. It's almost the end of the year. Let's not ruin our last month this year with laziness, okay? Oh, that's right. Exams start next Monday. But we didn't just have them not too long ago. The material on the exam begins on page 160, and we'll include today's lesson as well. Let's see, how about we go over the definition of allotrope? Property of certain elements that exist in two forms are chemically identical yet physically distinct. Does that make sense? Well, allotrope is very common. More common than you might think, like oxygen for example. Let's see if you know what I'm talking about, Yuki. What's the name of the second layer of the molecule is composed of? The 3 oxygen atoms. The stratotopic, yeah, the ozone layer. An oxygen molecule divided humanity in general, but the ozone and allotrope in particular is necessary for all life on Earth. You're aware that the ozone layer absorbs harmful ultraviolet radiation, right? Sadly, due to the destruction of our climate, there's less and less ozone protecting us. I probably have nothing to worry about, but you kids might. Need to be more environmentally friendly, for the sake of all the life on this planet. Answer correctly. Everyone in the class is looking at me with respect. Oh yeah. We don't have Igus. Oh yeah, and frickin' we have a test coming up, so no one wants to do anything. Doesn't Review Bra? I think Review Bra, yeah, Review Bra would still want to hang out. No, we have to wait still. Hey, food. I'm sorry, was he just hot dogging 2 dogs? He was scarfing down 2 glizzies at once. Oh, hello. Why don't we all try to clear up a little bit? I'm not. Good idea. Oh, thank you. Sorry. I think I'm actually the one who's the most uneasy right now. Everyone's been thinking of the decision we had to make. Have you given any thought? I've been trying to. Yeah, me too. It's not easy decision to make.
Hello.
We had to make such a difficult decision. Did you have ever imagined that we'd be in this situation? Never in a million years. Neither could I. Regardless of what's happening, once decided on what's going to do about it. I don't usually feel this way, but kinda glad that we have exams soon. Because when I'm studying, I don't have time to think about what will happen to us. Everyone's at school just going about their days. Nothing's wrong. They think everything's normal. Must be nice. Is that what being happy is like? Ignorance is bliss, I guess. Ignorance is also a sin.
Wait, seriously?
Figures. I finally learned something about myself and now I'm going to die. This is probably what Dory meant when she said she was afraid. Dory, I feel like I finally get it now. You make a schedule so you can achieve a goal. But without a future, training schedule is pointless. Damn it. I don't know what to do. Nope. I kind of feel like the characters in the game right now. That and the what do they call him? The dying youth? Where he doesn't finish anything?
Hi.
Good morning, Yuki-kun. Your decision about, you know. I'm not sure yet.
I think.
Honestly, I'm scared. I mean, what everyone else is thinking. Amada-kun looks troubled too. Like, I want to be a lead. Like, I don't want to make the decision for you all. I want to, do this as a democracy.
What I'm about to tell you is top secret. This is for your ears only, okay? This world is gonna end soon. All of humanity is gonna be completely wiped out. But don't worry, we'll be recreating it as a new land for the survivors. Paradise.
Wait.
Well, did that just blow your mind?
Yeah, I'm kind of freaking out.
Well, don't wet your pants or anything. I'm trying to eat a hamburger here. But it's all right. I forgive you. In paradise, everyone has wings and perfect figures, and they smell like flowers. I can finally be reborn into a worthwhile body. But if we don't do something, you'll get left behind when the world ends. And I do not want that to happen. So come on, we'll go to paradise together. Don't do it because you're my subject, okay? Do it because we're friends.
Damn, I picked the wrong one, huh?
Okay, so how about this? If we factor in initiation fees, scriptures, and other products, it comes out to 132,000 yen.
Wait,
You can take out a loan, right?
I'm sorry.
Not to
I missed the
mention
whole
even
part that we're
discount since I'll
joining
be
like
referring
Heaven's
you
Gate.
too. You are one lucky guy. Insane? You're the insane one with that sinful mouth of yours. I just wanted to share eternal happiness with you because I care about your soul.
The other
I have to go
option.
repent on your behalf. In the name of faith. Emergency.
Oh, Senpai! And Koromaru-kun. Well, I'm still a little scared, but
Where did you show up?
I was hoping I could slowly acclimate myself to being around dogs. It doesn't look like Koromaru-kun is the type that would bite people. I'd like to make friends with him. Maybe I'll bring some treats next time. Goodness, I'm sorry to interrupt your walk. If you'll excuse me.
You, Yuki. Even though we're about to face death, we're still going to school as nothing's happened. Have you decided?
No.
I haven't. But I'm trying to avoid. I'm not trying to avoid it either. I don't to believe that I'll reach an answer. My dude. I mean, I'm probably gonna say that we're gonna go. Alright, let me just grab the mic. Well, let's begin the Tokugawa on me. Today I'm going to talk about our country's magic. Well, you think you heard enough about it. You probably don't know about half of it. I believe the magic's questionable subject becoming more common, but it's swept into the corners of society today. One once surreal, central to it. It used to be that Japan came to be in the first place thanks to magic. After all, Himiko and Yamato Yuki was a shaman. She reportedly relied upon the shaman's Kaido when ruling her domain. Sadly, we have no way of knowing how her magic worked. The same for the true Prince Shodoku, who established central government. He practiced Omiyato, so he was also a shaman of sorts. For origins like these, magic was naturally woven into the very fabric of Japan. In the Indian period, for example, the bird of Omio was established so Omiyochi could expel evil spirits, give them spiritual place, and train new pioneers. You may be familiar from the legend of Happy no Shimi. Even the aged samurai magicians have their part to play. There are many generals who study division among military tactics. They could be considered magicians. Say, are you listening? Don't come memorize now. Let's see if you're actually paying attention. You're wrong, I'll make your lingo taboo. Tokuyami. Actually, they Luki. What sorcery is Himiko said to have used?
Correct.
Very good. You're coming to your powers, that one. Easy access magic Japanese has continued up to the Edo period. And the new government formed the Meiji reforms stamped out. Tension used to have recently been revived. Fade away once more.
Hey. My bad. Thanks for coming all the way here for this.
There's no problem at all.
Glad to hear that. I wanted someplace quiet to talk. I just came from the hospital. After this, I have to pick my sister up from preschool, go shopping, cook dinner, do laundry. There's still so much I have to do.
Oh god damn. Oh. Sounds pretty rough.
It sure is. But I can handle it. My mom had to do all this every single day. Remember how I told you I had a chance to win that scholarship? Turns out I can't practice anymore. I just don't have the time for it. Besides, even with the scholarship, we still can't afford college. I mean, we don't even have enough to survive. We already lost Dad, and now Mom can't work. It's up to me to earn a living. I have no choice but to give up track. Why'd you have to die, Dad?
Oh god. Yeah, this isn't your fault.
I wish I could have taken you on one last time. I just wanted to run one more time. One last run at some big event. Just one more time. Is this really how it ends for me?
Yo, let's do a private thing. Yeah, don't give up.
You're right. I've come too far to give up now. I'm gonna compete. Even if it's my last time, I want to win. I've dedicated most of my life to track and field. It's time to put everything I've learned to the ultimate test. I'm glad we could talk. Everything feels a lot clearer now. Because of you. I have something to aim for. Thanks, man.
I think how many times did I, like, pass him up?
My sister's probably waiting for me. See ya.
Hey.
Hey, welcome back. It's already been a week since Ryochi-kun told us everything, huh? I couldn't sleep the last 3 days after that. I feel weird, being scared. Everyone's so scared too. Yeah, I guess you're right. You know, I feel like no one really knows how much they take their lives for granted. Until they think it's a real possibility they might lose it. I don't think anyone really understands that kind of thing until they actually feel it.
Yeah.
When you saved us on the monorail, I thought I understood the way of life. It turns out it's actually way heavier than I thought.
Senpai!
Oh, Yuki-kun. I have some homework to do, but I'm having trouble getting started. By the way, Yuki-san, you have exams coming up, right? In case, why don't we study together?
Thank you very much.
We will. Thank you. Well then, let's do our best.
Sorry to bother you like this. I just had a hard time focusing when I tried doing my homework alone. Thank you for agreeing to study with me. Koromaru says he'll study with us too. Right, boy? It must be tough for you guys, having to think about tests at a time like this.
Maybe a little.
I guess even you feel the pressure, huh? Makes me wonder. Should I really be doing homework at a time like this? Still, the only thing we can do is carry on and complete our schoolwork as always.
I mean, we're all going to diet
What's
one
the
way or
matter,
another.
Koromaru? Huh. He's got something in his mouth. Did you bring this here for us? Thanks, Koromaru. I guess he's trying to cheer us up. I shouldn't make him worry so much. Okay, time to study. If I have any questions, can I ask you for help? And done! That's it for my homework! Oh, you're still studying, aren't you? Is it okay if I stay here for a little while?
Oh.
I'll be sure not to bother you. Koromaru and I will be cheering you on. Good luck!
I could taste honey with Hamada and Komaru by my side.
Oh, are you all done now? Cool! Koromaru was with us the whole... Wait, what? Where did he go?
Traitor!
Were you waiting for us to finish? I guess it's our turn to hang out with him. Thanks for studying with me today. If you're okay with it, I'd like to do this again sometime.
Hello, this is Elizabeth speaking. I'm calling in regard to a recent change in Tartarus. It seems that a path that had been blocked off is now open. I thought it prudent to inform you. Well then, I wish you a safe journey.
Alright.
Hello.
Good morning. How does everyone seem regarding the decision? Thinking hard?
Right.
I see. Well, I feel the same as the others. But we can't continue on like this forever. We should talk with everyone tonight. Alright, one sec. Before I talk to this guy... I wanna pray for you.
All right. It looks like everyone's here now.
Well, it's been a week. What's our plan? You okay, Fuka? You're just so calm, Yukari-chan. I mean, panicking's not gonna solve anything. Besides, it's been such a drag around here all week, and no one will go to Tartarus.
You're absolutely right. We humans are quite resilient. With enough time, we can adapt to any situation. So, how about it, everyone? It's time we discuss this.
Have you made up your mind, Sanada-san?
No, but I don't plan on running away.
So you're going to fight Nyx?
I don't know. I mean, it supposedly can't be defeated. What about you? What are your thoughts on it?
Honestly, this is the first time I've ever really contemplated my own death. In any case, we have to choose one way or the other.
What were you just...
I obviously
Think of
don't
your
want
dad?
to suffer, but that means we'd have to take a life. Not to mention, we die no matter what we do.
Then, do we all agree that we don't want to hurt Ryoji-kun?
Is that how you feel?
Me? That's fair. I mean, it's not exactly normal to pick how you're gonna die. What about you, Junpei? You decided?
Nah.
Oh.
What's the matter? Scared?
What the hell is wrong with you? You think this is a joke?
I agree with Junpei.
Junpei,
It's death we're talking about here. Of course I'm scared. And here you all are, just chatting it up like it's a goddamn picnic.
We're not all chatting like it's a picnic.
We're all gonna die.
Then what do you think we should do? Do you want to kill him?
There's nothing I can do. He's the only one who can kill him. Hey. This whole thing is your fault.
Oh.
You had that thing inside you and didn't even know it. You raised it, damn it! If it weren't for you, none of this would have happened.
I didn't raise Nyx.
Junpei!
You're supposed to be special, right? Then do something about it.
I mean, yeah. But that feels like I'm making an excuse. That's not something to say in the situation. I think one of these two, but I feel like this is more like motivation.
Stop it, Junpei. It's not his fault. And the only reason we even have a choice is because he carried it.
God damn it, I know! It's just, it doesn't matter how many times I tell myself. I know this doesn't fix anything. It scares the hell out of me.
I know how you feel, Junpei-kun.
We're all scared. I'm scared too.
Me too. I've never felt so cornered in my life. I can't stop shaking.
Same here. We're all in the same boat. And hey, I'm sorry for teasing you earlier. I just don't want to forget everything. I've learned so much since coming here.
Yucatan, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you like that.
I don't think any of us can blame you right now, Junpei. So don't worry about it. Right?
Yeah, nobody here is to blame.
I'm sorry. I knew the truth deep down, but still, sorry for being a dick.
All right. Let's put a pause on any unnecessary gatherings for now. Ryoji said he'll be back on New Year's Eve. Let's just try to go about our lives until then. We have some time, so let's consider our options while we still can.
Sorry.
Sorry about earlier, man. I don't know. You've been helping me out all this time. But you know, that stinking feeling when you hit a dead end, yeah, it sucks.
Hey.
I wonder if Ryuji-kun will ever really come back New Year's Eve. What's he doing now? Is he crying like before? I've considered the responsibility of what could simply stop Ryuji from intention to fall. But it appears that isn't a possibility after all. If we kill him, we lose our memories, but still be unable to prevent it. Amaru is always so calm and collected. Dogged, really. He's all that shine all by himself. I'll be more like Amaru. I don't want to be stuck in the past anymore. I'm just thinking about Chainsaw Man now. If you know, you know. Arakaki's son kept me alive for that reason.
Hey, so...
Don't worry about Junpei said earlier, okay? You know, all that stuff about Ryuji-kun was inside you. No one thinks it's your fault. You're still you. You're the same person now as you always been. What would we do at a time like this? Probably fight the end of the world with all he had. Yeah, that's what he would do. The club. I wanna go to wait until
That's right.
I wanna wait till we
Hey, sorry about last time when, forget about it, alright?
go to TARDIS when people think it's saved, you know?
Anyway, would you mind listening to this old man complain? I'm sober today, so sit tight, will ya? All I had to do was look all serious and recite the sutras. I can make easy money from donations. That's what I thought. That's why I set aside my pride and begged my parents to let me take over the temple. Every day is someone's death anniversary. Kinda makes you think how long people have been around. I'm working memorial service after memorial service 24/7. If my little temple was some kind of convenience store. That's only half true, kid. Sure, I've got no time for leisure, but I'm definitely not poor. It varies, of course, but an offering can sometimes be as much as a white-collar worker's year-end bonus. But, as you can see, I'm too busy. I gotta push this old body of mine to the limit. I hate this work-your-ass-off mentality. Maybe I should think of something else to do with my life. Can't keep this up for much longer. My alcohol tolerance is weaker too. I've been drinking too much lately. Making a fool of myself like I did the other day.
I feel like if I say time to retire, like I'm calling him old.
Thanks. I know you're just trying to make me feel better, but I'll take it. Oh. Then how's this for an excuse? We never filed for divorce, and I've got some pretty good real estate now that I've inherited this temple. It's not a bad deal. Got enough money that I can retire and just enjoy the rest of my life. What do you think?
Why is the other option like that?
Oh, well... I'm thinking about asking him to come back. You know, my wife, my son. First, I gotta find out where they are. I'll hire a detective. I don't care how much it costs. And when I see him, first thing I'm gonna do is tell him I'm sorry. From the bottom of my heart. I'm gonna be concentrating on them, so probably won't be seeing you anytime soon. Well, I'm glad this is it. One brat is all I can handle at a time, and I've got to deal with my own son now.
I mean... Oh.
If I knew it was gonna end up like this, I never would have become a monk. I guess I'll go to a detective agency tomorrow. Alright, let's get
I actually
going,
got
kid.
good this time.
Everyone, listen up.
Alright, exams start on Monday. Have you guys been studying? I'm the only one who takes the fall if you don't score well, you know? Open your textbooks for today's lessons on incorrect use of the plural form. They can trip a lot of people up. Most common forms and S, and E's. Got it?
What?
However, there are some irregular plural forms too. I'm You seem confused, me, or you can... Do you know which of the following is a regular plural form? I wasn't listening at all. Kodo, help me out, man. Did you catch what she said? Do you know the answer? Oh, you were listening. You've got a funny way of showing it, though. Like one sing it and it's jeans. And which ends with an ish, you added es. And then which is. And the next one. And never should they start calling me out. Thanks, Makoto. You're a real homie. It's like we're the only two they ever call on. Oh, I like how freaking... Oh, I guess that he did officially, transfer out. Hell yeah!
Yo. This is so good. I am so lucky I get to eat such amazing food. Should I bring some home? If I do, I'd have to pay for it.
Yeah!
It's fine. I should be able to cover it. Oh, by the way, about my mom. She's gonna be out of the hospital soon. Just when I was finally getting the hang of taking care of everyone myself. And guess what else? My teammates offered to help me with the kids too. They even said to pick my sister up from preschool. I guess everyone's been worried about me. And there I was, total tunnel vision, trying to do everything on my own. In the end, maybe it was my fault the team couldn't work together.
What?
Honestly, that's reassuring to hear from you. I feel a lot better about everything now that I know how everyone really feels. I'm having fun just running laps. Body feels light as a feather now. Oops, guess I kind of started rambling there. Sorry, but I gotta get going. Take it easy. And don't forget, I'm only able to focus on training again because you had my back. I feel great, so thanks, buddy.
I only got one note though.
Later.
I see you're back.
Back. Name's a bit weak. I know you've been focused, but don't ignore the present because you're worried about the future. That would be just giving up on life. No point in that. Personally, I'm gonna keep on like always. I'll keep going to Tartarus and studying too. I'm not leaving the ring without a win.
Yeah?
Yuki, you're here for a change of pace. Sure and I are trying to study, but we're not really getting anywhere.
Oh, right.
Hey, would you join us? You might make some progress, all three of us together. What you think?
All right.
Good. It's settled. Go get your things and meet us back here.
Mitsuru? That section won't be covered on the exam.
Oh, sorry. I'm having some difficulty concentrating.
Guess that's to be expected with everything going on. I'm not immune to it either. Sorry. I know we're the ones who invited you to study, but... well, just look at us.
It's not your fault.
We're making you worry, aren't we?
Definitely feels like we're the ones getting the most worked up about it.
Well, we can't let ourselves be outdone now, can we? Rain or shine, this is still the last exam we'll ever take as high school students. All the more reason to give it our all.
You're right. There's no excuse for slacking. It's time to prove what these last 3 years have led up to.
Ooh, I see the fire in your eyes. At this rate, I may have to relinquish my position as top student. That said, test results are but a single measure. What truly matters is that we continue to improve ourselves. May we both make this a triumphant finale to our time here.
Talk about a heated rivalry.
And who's the one who stoked the flames? I expect you'll see this study session through to make up for that. Well, I think we've dallied enough. We'll need to make up for lost time.
And since a strong motivation from Mitsuru and Sonata, I feel like I'm focusing better than usual. Oh, finally!
Whoa. Didn't realize so much time had passed. Guess I was in the zone.
I don't think I've been able to focus this well in a long while. I've just finished reviewing the material.
You were serious, huh?
Serious? Not even close. But I guess that means we've earned a bit of your respect back.
We're almost through this. Keep at it, you two.
Cool. Guess that's that. Now all we gotta do is ace the exams.
Let's skim through this chapter.
Yes, let's skim through it. Exams are nice. Today I'll be covering the more historic aspects of the years. 1710, where the headgear was established. I'm going to skip ahead 100 years now. I can actually see what this does. It just ends it. You don't even see him falling asleep.
Nope. There's a sale today. Buy whatever you need. Eat a lot and sleep a lot. That's all you gotta do to stay healthy. Done already? Come again, yeah?
Thank you. Which one? We have some new items prepared. Come take a look. Here you go. Thanks for waiting.
Oh. Oh well.
So, what will it be? You're sure about this, right? Here you go. Thanks for waiting. I see you've decided. Here, it's all yours.
You gotta tell now.
Here you go. Here you go. Thanks for waiting. What would you like?
Baby, stay with me. You gotta tell now.
What would you like?
I never felt like.
You're here. It's all yours.
Baby, stay with me. You gotta tell now.
So, what will it be? So, what will it be? Go on, look around.
Baby, stay with me.
Go on, look around.
You gotta tell now.
Is that all you need? Hope to see you soon.
I never.
How about the vitamin X item? Later.
Really?
Does this show if I'm I don't know. Damn. Sure, whatever. Oh, hello. Don't forget it's almost time for exams. We've been having hard times studying, though. I'm alone, my mind wanders. You think we could study together?
No.
Although it's possible living life as normally as possible, I suppose it's easier said than done. And what's going to happen? It's too much to bear. It'll be hard going back to the way things were. No matter what I do, I find myself going in circles.
Oh.
Good timing. If you could just say we study the exam together. Come on. There's point studying in time like this. You're with me, right, dude?
Jeez.
At a time like this. Look at you studying if you were normal. I just thought studying with everyone had to take our mind off things. If it's not too much trouble, what do you think? I want to go to Tartarus. Let's study together.
Thank you.
It's great. I'm so glad we can all study together again. Even at a time like this. Yuki-kun, you can sit here. Come on, Junpei, stop zoning out.
I think I forgot my eraser back in my room. Junpei, I'm borrowing yours for a sec.
Hold on! Only the flat side, okay? It's brand new. Gotta keep the corners sharp.
Huh? What's the big deal? It's just an eraser.
An eraser's corners are a special privilege reserved for the owner. A precious and fleeting source of euphoria. You learn that when you were a kid. One man's eraser is another man's treasure.
I don't have time for this.
Come on, Fuka. You get what I'm saying here? You're laughing, but this is a serious matter.
Oh, sorry. It just crossed my mind how peaceful things are. It's strange that just being able to study with everyone like this can make me feel so happy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It makes me wonder if this might be the last time we ever get to do this. Just kidding. Sorry, forget I said that. I was just thinking about next year.
We'll do this next year, too.
Yeah, I guess that's the way to think about it. If I go in expecting the worst, I'm just gonna shut down. Thanks. That makes me feel a little better.
Alright, time to get back to studying. Oh, Fuka, can I have some lead for my pencil?
Oh, sure. You can take some from this one.
Thank yous. Oh, dude, let me borrow your highlighter for a sec. Hey, Yucatan! Mind if I borrow your ruler?
I guess, but why have you been borrowing all of our stuff? Don't you have your own?
Listen, when I heard you forgot your eraser, something just hit me. The simple act of helping each other out is like... that's what it's all about, you know? That's... happiness.
Being able to help one another.
You say that, but you probably just forgot to bring all your stuff, didn't you?
Busted.
Thank you for studying with me, everyone. I hope we can do this again.
Alright, time to do some shopping.
It's a... I'm going to do it.
Game Sports said the fast approaching to take Tesla Breeze, the Victory Headband, best flying colors, and more, mind supplements. Yeah, bye. You don't even know what this actually does. But you want it. Everyone needs a break once in a while. You mind joining us? Wait, Senpai, it's girl time, remember? But what about me and Komaru? He's studying that potato chip, like, very thoroughly. What? Okay. Dogs and grade schoolers are allowed. Well, you heard her. Sorry, but the decision has been made.
Oh, maybe...
You're not going to say, why aren't you studying, or something like that. Just so you know, it'd be pretty rude to interrupt a conversation like that. Besides, it's important to take breaks too.
Precisely.
You're right. And last minute studying won't make much of a difference anyways. Wait, is that your way of saying we're hopeless? It's not very nice, Senpai.
Uh-huh.
We have a lot to think about, but we still have time to study for our exams. Or rather, I feel like I'll go crazy if I don't. Look, it's a really serious student. I know what you mean. As much as I hate to admit it,
Yes, precisely.
it's fine. Probably for the best. In fact, getting back to your routine might help you think more clearly when the day comes.
By the
Very fair for you to be here.
Is that so?
That now. Well, I suppose it's true. I never laughed like this with all of you before. A pleasant change of pace. I'll join you again if the opportunity presents itself. I'll be happy to have you anytime, right, Fuka? First, do it again. Maybe I will. Hey, what are you two idiots doing?
I guess so.
Yeah. We should just act that everything's normal. That's probably refers to keeping our emotions in check and doesn't mean you don't have to study for exams if you normally don't. You'll be fine though, won't you? Of course.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's good.
Nah.
Dude, I'm seriously in trouble. I haven't studied at all for the exam. What about last night? What about you? Of course I have. Hey, give me let's try. Heck, we're buddies, right? Pals, partners in crime. Come on, join me in the board of failure. Let's go to the shrine. Today's the only day we can talk to him.
Hey.
You.
Thanks. Say, how do you feel about a pink alligator?
I mean, this is my... What?
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about something. See, it's the main character of a story that I'm writing. He was born in a lush, green forest, but he turned out to be pink. He stands out so much that he can't hunt for food easily, so he's always hungry. The other animals dislike him and call him disgusting, almost like he's cursed. So he was used to living alone. But one day, he made a friend. It was a little bird that had trouble flying. Every day, the bird would stand on the pink alligator's back and practice. It's kind of embarrassing to tell you this. So, what do you think?
Sounds interesting.
Really? I've never written a story before, so I'm worried it's not going to be very good. But what matters is that I'm writing it for myself. Perhaps I can show you the entire novel someday. I actually came up with it the other day. I decided I wanted to write a heartwarming story just for myself. I'd like it to be a hopeful tale about finding the meaning in one's life. I think of you when I write. It's like I can hear you telling me not to die just yet.
It would suck if it's like final one is we go this he like passes away and the item we get is what he left. The book. This book.
I have enough time. We should leave. I'd like to see you again sometime.
Yeah, Mr. World's still here. Hey man. Exam starts tomorrow, huh? I guess it'll be the first time I use an exam to distract me from something else. Oh, look.
Hey.
Remember the finals start tomorrow, right? So I was just talking to Fuka. I want to try studying together with everyone, like normal. I was going to talk to Courage Senpai about it, but seems like she went out for a bit. What if we'll get into trouble if we're organizing without permission? Well, can't just apologize if that happens, but do you think anyone else wants to study anyways? Alright. I might want to be left alone, but
Hey!
What do you think? You think we should study and try to get back in the normal swing of things? I want to go to Tucker's. We'll study together.
Thanks.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna give it a shot and invite everyone. Just get your materials ready in the meantime. Go with you, Kari-chan.
Hey, so, didn't Kirijo-senpai say we shouldn't be hanging out like this? Think she'll be mad if she finds out?
I kind of doubt it, but I won't deny that seeing you all does remind me of recent events.
Right. Well then, why don't we just call it a wrap here?
Sonata-senpai? I'd like to ask for some help with this question.
Oh, wait, Junpei-kun.
Junpei something?
I think I'll take Koromaru for a walk.
Hey, wait! We'll all take him on a walk when we're done. You can sit back down, Amada-kun. Oh, I guess you found out. I was planning on inviting you too, Mitsuru-senpai. I do understand that we don't have time for chit-chat, but I just wanted to spend time with everyone.
This was actually my idea. I was the one who wanted to gather everyone. So, I'm sorry. I don't want everyone to get in trouble for my selfishness.
Hey, you shouldn't be the only one that has to apologize. I feel the same way, Fuka.
Thanks, Yukari-chan. It's just... when I think this might be the last... in any case, I apologize for this. Let's just call it for today.
We're not calling it.
Thank you. After warning you all, I wasn't sure how to go back on it. I was actually taking a walk to mull it over. Yukari, Yamagishi, I feel the same way you do.
You did say we should try to go about our lives for now. You hear that, Junpei? Let's get to it.
If we're talking my life, studying's the last thing I'd be doing.
Mitsuru-senpai, could you help me with this?
Of course. What question did you need help with?
Say it as we always do. I feel I was able to focus better than usual. This doesn't matter anymore.
How long have we been studying? Time really flies when we're all in it together.
I agree. Thank you for going along with my suggestion, everyone.
Yours. Time well spent.
You think so? I hope everyone else feels the same way.
By the way, I hope you haven't forgotten about taking Koromaru for a walk.
Of course not. Come on, everyone, let's go.
That'll be it for studying then. Everyone, make sure to give it your all on the exams.
We don't get to see Hawk. Okay. Yep. Final exams. Next 6 days. Bum 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 bum. Oh. Yep, okay. We're hanging out with Junpei.
Yo.
Sup, Makoto. Hey. You got some time now. I'll treat you from takoyaki. Alright. Let's go to Akopaya.
You go on ahead to the shrine. I'll grab us some takoyaki.
Want me to wait for you?
Aww, you gonna miss me? It's fine, just go on ahead. I'll be there in a sec. Got some takoyaki. And this one's for you.
Hardly generous of you.
Come on, look at his eyes. Why would you ever suspect me like that? Just messing around. To be honest, this is kind of an apology for the other day. You know, back when I blew up at you. One pack of takoyaki ain't gonna make up for it, but it's better than nothing, right?
This fixes nothing. I already forgave you.
Thanks. Still, I felt like words weren't enough for an apology. I took my anger out on you, and you totally didn't deserve that. It's 'cause I really wanted to take out my anger on someone else. Remember when I mentioned I was visiting someone at the hospital? And how I pissed her off, but I didn't know what I did wrong? I think I get it now. A while back, I was asked what I'd be doing with my life in 2 years. By Chidori. And being the insensitive dumbass I am, I said something like, "Hates me," for a long time. I didn't even understand how it must have felt for her to ask me that. So it's no wonder she got upset. She was facing something really scary. And there I was, acting like it was no big deal. The other day, when everyone was all calm and chatting about what Ryoji said, it put everything into perspective. When it finally hit me, I lost my shit and snapped at you. I'm really sorry about that, man. Hey, come on, eat up. Don't want cold takoyaki, do you? Woohoo, that was tasty. And it's not too bad cold either. Hey, by the way, have you decided what you're gonna do on the 31st yet?
If I say beats me. I think I have after that.
Look, man. Me and the others might tell you all kinds of stuff, but whatever we say, go with your own gut. You've dealt with enough as it is, you know? I've always been jealous of you. You're a special dude, and everyone's always counting on you. But at the same time, I knew you were the one making all the tough calls. You're always looking out for everyone around you. Even people like me. Sure, I was jealous, but watching you, I knew I could never be you. So, I figured maybe it's time you chose what you wanted to do for a change. Besides, forgetting everything doesn't exactly sound so bad, does it?
What about Chidori?
I mean, I obviously wouldn't like that. It sucked to forget everything. But that's just how I feel. You should follow your feelings. Whatever you choose, I won't let anyone tell you otherwise. Alright, that's enough serious stuff. Chats like this make my throat all dry. Or maybe it's just a takoyaki. Let's grab a drink somewhere and head back. That okay with you, Mr. Leader?
Right.
I'm back. After I finished my exams, I walked around town for a while. The lost are everywhere now. Running into them is no longer just an occasional incident. Perhaps it has to do with the fall. We have to do something. Yes, I agree. Let's continue going to Tartarus. Whether our opponent is Shadow or Fate itself, we will need to be strong to win. Think of it. Should go check on the crops.
By the way,
But I don't feel really at all. Just more tired. The same way I felt after the last midterms. I thought it was going to be the last battle, but it wasn't. The more I think about it, the more miserable I feel. You know the world will receive presents from jolly old man in the red suit. But one day, they'll realize that the jolly old man doesn't really exist. That's not true, I met him. They'll be sad. But that sadness will eventually lead to maturity, and then they will leave their childish toys behind. Christmas. Interesting holiday.
Oh!
And you and your finals. Impressive. Can't believe you're scoring top marks despite everything going on. That's our leader for you. Dude, I think I bombed the exams. How could I even concentrate when I know that the world's gonna end?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. It's pretty cold today, huh? Got my text right? I'm gonna get moving and warm up a little.
Yes.
Cool. And I know this wasn't your idea, but I'm not planning on letting you cut corners. Come on. First, unless it's jogging to Naraki Shrine, let's go.
You were actually able to keep up with me on my training regimen. I'm impressed.
I'm part of the track team.
So, what do you think?
What?
Well, the reason I asked you to join me today is...
We finally found you, Akihiko Sanada. We've had a good run up until now. Today's where it ends.
Don't feel bad about screaming if you gotta. No one's coming to save you, though.
These guys just don't know when to quit.
There's no getting away this time. Not for you, and not for your chicken shit buddy either.
Not that it'd matter anyway. You guys live at the dorm nearby, don't you?
Yeah, we saw some girls there. And a kid, too. Sure hope they're keeping safe.
Yeah, you're just scum of the earth.
Stay back. I'll create an opening so you can escape. If you're going after my friends, then I'll be your first obstacle. Come on. Make your move.
Don't you know what'll happen if a trained guy like you hits an amateur? The boxing team will be suspended, and you'll be expelled. Or worse, you'll go to prison, and your life will be over. Is that what you want? Huh?
That is true. I could never do something like that to my supervisor, or my boxing teammates. But even if that's how I feel, I can't back down now. I'll carry that responsibility and pay for it the rest of my life if I have to. I will protect what's important to me. That's why I have these fists.
What the hell are you going on about?
Oh.
is legitimate self-defense.
Alright then. I'll trust my back to you. Just try not to hurt him. I'm sure you can handle that.
Cocky little bastards!
Looks like that does it. That was quite the challenge considering their numbers. Are you alright? Don't ever show your face around here again. If I ever hear you're threatening my friends, you know what'll happen next.
Got it.
Come on, it's getting cold. Plus, someone might have called the police. Let's go to my room for now. Well, I'd like to put out some tea, but I have to take these off first.
What are those?
They're hand wraps, mainly for protecting my hands and wrists. Not only do these protect me, but they can affect the power of my punches depending on how I wrap them.
There's a
Whether my
tangent
fists
happening
deal
with the
damage or not
chair.
depends on these. I guess they're like my partners in the ring. Anyways, make yourself comfortable. So, the reason I asked you to join me today, it's because I wanted you to know what I've been working on. I spent a lot of time training and gaining more experience. And I thought I'd finally reached a point where I could feel confident in my abilities. But after hearing what the appraiser said,
Wait,
I
what?
felt afraid.
Oh.
I felt anger too. Knowing that all the training I'd put myself through was meaningless. I told myself I'd face things head on. But I'm still as weak as I was before. Tell me, do you think I'm strong enough now?
I'm looking at July. Why did he have that date circled? Definitely.
I'd like to think so, but I did lose my way. Everyone loses confidence in themselves from time to time. And that's when their weakness rears its ugly head. Being on the verge of grasping something, but grappling with the fear and frustration of losing everything again. It's so hard to overcome. And it's a feeling I understand all too well. I know we've pushed this crucial decision on you. And I can only imagine how hard that must be. But try not to blame Junpei and the others.
They can make it up to me.
That's fine. I know they'll come through. Anyway, as someone who was there too, I just wanted you to know. No matter what you decide, I'm still gonna do what I have to do. I've faced off against countless opponents to get where I am now. If I said all my training was meaningless, then that would be spitting on all of their efforts too. And that would be absolutely unacceptable. Wouldn't you agree? Sorry.
Oh, I don't get to say.
Like that. Not only did I ask you to join me today, but you got dragged into my fight too. I've got to at least pay you back for that. I'm pretty sure my special protein blend is around here somewhere.
I can see a familiar handmade craft on the desk. Is that the cardboard gold medal that Sonata's sister made?
Oh, that. I was thinking of sending that back to my parents when I write them a New Year's card. We don't know how the future's gonna turn out. It's better if it doesn't stay with me.
Don't run away.
You're one unusual guy. I was thinking this during the fight earlier, but for some reason, I feel like I can trust you to watch my back. Together, we can overcome anything. For a long time, all I cared about was having the power to protect others. And I thought being hard on myself and competing with others was the only way I was gonna do that. Although, it is true that I've gotten more capable through my reckless approach. But now, there are others who fight alongside me. So I have people who I want to protect. But at the same time, I want them to be there fighting with me. In the end, it's because I have all of you that I feel like I can become even stronger. I still don't know if I'm strong or kind enough to deserve this medal, but this is my starting point. And it's something that I should keep with me. You've taught me another valuable lesson today. Now, where to put this?
You mean let me see it? Am I gonna put it on him? I feel...
Oh, sure.
Eh.
I did it, Miki.
You deserved it.
It's a huge honor. I'll fight to protect it like a champ, guarding his title. I may not be very good at motivating people with words, or communicating how I feel, but you can trust I'll never back down from a fight. Even if I'm battered and on the ground, I'll get back up every time. I'll never give up. That's my duty to all of you, so you can count on me. I swear I will protect you. That being said, there's still so much I owe you for. I'll be doing what I can to pay back that debt. I haven't really thanked you for all your help until now either. Ah, right. I was going to at least thank you for what you did today. Damn. Looks like I'm out of protein powder. What else do I have? Ah, here. You can have these dumbbells. Just a minute. I'll get them ready for you. You could change the weight on these ones to match whatever your muscle strength is. In your case, I'd start with 8 kilos. No, actually, I think you can handle 10. You could also use a machine, but you gotta do some resistance training with free weights too.
I quietly acknowledged his determination and returned to my room, inspired by enthusiasm.
Yes? Who is it?
It's me.
Huh? Oh, come in. You don't stop by very often, Senpai. Is something wrong?
No, not particularly. Is this a bad time?
Aw, are you feeling lonely?
Oh my gosh.
Hey, are you teasing me?
Nah, I'd never.
Sure.
Let's go on another date, you two.
I wonder what this Nyx is like. Do you think it's inside Tartarus?
I have no idea.
Oh, by the way, I've made my decision. I want to fight to the end. It's better than doing nothing. That's why you're here, right, Senpai?
You got me.
Yeah, you're pretty easy to read.
I've made my decision as well. The Kirijo group is slowly regaining its footing. After I graduate, the plan is for me to eventually take over as leader. Turning back was never really an option for me.
But what if you die?
If we can defeat Nyx
Then we
and
die.
I die in the process, then the company will continue on without me. And I'm confident they'd carry on my wishes.
But from what we've heard,
Speedwagon
Nyx can't
fans.
be defeated. Though I kinda wonder about that. We've got someone on our team who seems pretty unkillable too.
That's true. And he's an exceptional persona user, even if death was empowering him from within.
He's an interesting guy, huh?
He certainly is.
You know, if things don't work out, I think I'll still be okay as long as I'm with everyone. Honestly, I don't think it matters if we live or die. All that really matters is that we're proud of how we lived. And I know I'd be proud if we decided to fight Nyx.
Is this about honoring your father's legacy?
Yeah, that's part of it. But mostly, it's about me and how I feel.
I understand.
Senpai, a while back, you asked me to face what comes next with you. You didn't forget, did you?
I could never forget. We'll fight together, Yukari.
Good.
It's a...
You know, I'm just gonna buy it.
Thanks.
Hey there.
I was wondering what Mitsuki is doing right now. Maybe he's cursing fate. Why does he even care about life on Earth? I don't really want to think about it. No matter what we do, we can't stop it from happening. It's not fair. No, we should just forget about it too. Promise they will eventually come, there's no escaping it.
By the way,
Those Striga dumbasses haven't even made a move yet. They better hurry up and show their faces. I don't know what they're up to, but I'm gonna crush them either way. I'm with you there. I'm not gonna let them get away after what they did to Senshi and Chitori. Looks like Kamaru's on board too, aren't you, bud?
By the way,
Oh, it's Christmas, isn't it? It's like I'm sleepwalking. So much going on, I almost forgot about Christmas.
By the way,
It's almost Christmas. And I don't know what the real meaning of Christmas is.
well, yes.
Well, I guess from a business perspective that's true, but still, that's kind of sad. That Christmas spirit should put a smile on everyone's faces. Let's be happy too.
Right. Thank you. I've been writing more of my story. How much did I tell you about? Oh, right. The pink alligator and the bird became friends, right? This was the alligator's first friend, and he was very happy. They started going to the river every day, and the alligator would listen to the little bird sing. But the pink alligator still had trouble hunting because of his color. He was so terribly easy to spot, and his prey always had plenty of time to escape. Eventually, he became so hungry that he grew dizzy. And one afternoon, he accidentally ate the bird as it slept in his mouth.
Oh, that's dark.
Of course, he immediately realized what he'd done. He drank swamp water to vomit his friend back up. But he was too late. The bird was already dead. After that, he couldn't bring himself to eat anything. That's as far as I've written. I haven't decided on an ending yet.
It's a good one, and it also is depressing. Because you can He could take depressing as a negative thing. So we'll do that. He might bark at us.
You really think so? Then maybe you'll enjoy the final product. I always thought the only thing I could give other people was hopelessness. But
yeah, that.
Maybe. You know, when I mentioned I was writing a diary, that was a lie. I was writing my will. I couldn't face reality, and I was essentially screaming curses into my notebook. For now, though, I'm writing my story in the same notebook. It probably isn't very good, but it contains some things that I've learned during my short life. When it's done, I'd like you to be the first to read it. Meeting you is why I started writing it, you know?
I'm really feeling like he's gonna die, and we're gonna be getting that.
I've been trying to come up with a good ending, but I just can't decide, and I'm running out of time. I've got to go now, but I hope to see you again.
Hello? I don't think I've ever talked to him while I was in outfit. I guess if he's not there, I can do the fortune teller. Oh, he's here. I don't think... Okay, it's the 20th. And I can talk to him another night. After Christmas, we still have a few more days. I'm just happy I don't have to worry about my stats anymore. Oh? Hey, the exams are up! Oh, that's why I didn't get an item. I swear the highest in my grade. Everyone's looking at me with respect. I'm gonna think of it. Mr. promised- She never did! We got a little ahead of schedule, so why don't we do a review? Well, you see, the electromagnet and Lauren's friend in left-hand rulers, we right away. The right-hand rule, got it? Okay, moving on. Sorry, what was it again? The law happenings for hard work. Do you really think I'll give you credit for calling some goofy wish a law? I'm clearly at the backboard now. Hurry up and write. Okay. And I'm
Good to hear. Be careful. Uh-huh. Got some new things in stock. Check it out if you've got the time.
That's a-
running a little sale today. See if that's what you want.
Yeah, that's a good
It's all
extra
yours.
50.
Morty, everything look good here? Having second thoughts?
That's not much.
Is that what you want? Having second thoughts? Everything good. It's all yours.
long as you need.
Oh yeah, frickin' Igus is still
Take as long as you need.
out.
Uh-huh. Take as long as you need. Take as long as you need.
A 20.
What are you looking for?
Like a 50.
What are you looking for?
That's just 10.
What are you looking for? Everything look good? Having second thoughts?
Yeah, that's a good 50. Just no. If it was for Fist Light, then maybe.
What'll it be? What are you looking for? Take as long as you need. What'd you bring? All done here? Be seeing ya.
Oh, Yuki, I saw your exam results. Good work. Remember how you continue to excel in school while fighting indoors battle to battle. You've given knowledge to your hard work. Take it. A Phoenix Charm.
Hello.
Yuki. Everything the exams are, but studying perhaps you should give that a try. I've been hearing a lot about you lately. Sounds like you're studying hard. I'm impressed. Stretch yourself out. By the way, this is completely unrelated, but I'd like to talk to you about something. Don't mind, can you spare some time?
I see.
Excellent, well, if you come with me, I'd rather not talk about it here.
So, I need to know the etiquette of this place. Are there any customs I should follow?
Don't let it get soggy.
Oh, understood. So it's important to eat quickly then. Sounds sensible. I imagine said eagerness shows respect to the chef as well. Now then, let us begin. Bon appétit! What a fascinating flavor. I thought it strange at first, but it carries with it a subtle complexity. Yes, this is quite delicious. Excuse me, Monsieur Chef de Cuisine?
Chef de Cuisine? Talking to me?
Your ramen is absolutely wonderful. It's been a while since I last gave my compliments to the chef. What do you use for the bouillon?
Bouillon? The hell is that? You're asking about the recipe? Sorry, miss, can't tell you. That's how we put bread on the table.
So it's a secret recipe. I completely understand. You don't have to tell me. You mentioned this dish puts bread on the table? I suppose that means it comes in sandwich form as well.
Oh my gosh!
I see. What a fascinating delicacy.
That ain't exactly... Well, whatever.
That's like something I would assume coming from Elizabeth or Igus.
The recipe of something this delectable could likely be patented and sold for quite a profit. Oh, sorry, my imagination got the best of me. I'd been wanting to try ramen for a long time. Do you find that unusual? Oh, that's good to hear. I never had the opportunity to eat this kind of food growing up. The style of restaurant is new to me too. So I have to admit, it's something I've always wanted to try. I'm glad we came here today. You've already taught me so much about ramen etiquette. I would love to return here in the future.
I didn't get a single note. But I finally got this.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast established a new bond. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Empress Arcana.
Oh, I didn't notice the time. We should be going.
Oh, welcome back.
It's December 21st. 10 more days. But for some reason, I'm actually scared. Maybe we shouldn't say at all, but I think I'm okay now. I'm going to fight. Win or lose, I don't know, but I want to know that I did everything I could. Okay.
Koro-chan's as happy as ever. No matter how cold it is, we'll be right here. So go play all you want, okay? A shrine may be an odd place to bring something like this up, but do you have any plans for Christmas? Assuming you're free, of course. I have some preparations to make. So, Oh, welcome back. What's that in your mouth, Koro-chan? I wonder where he keeps finding all this. Oh no, Koro-chan! Your butt's all dusty now. I guess we should take a bath together again.
Wait, what?
Let's head back.
Wait, what?
Good morning. This is Elizabeth. I am calling to inform you that more humans have wandered into Tartarus.
There we go.
This time, I believe. Please swiftly and safely conduct a search and rescue. Goodbye now.
Well
Miss Org, I should have early today. Not feeling for her. I think today we'll learn about near-death experiences. And for some reason, for it has just been on my mind lately. And near-death experience is definitely something that really goes before death. So true inside the afterlife was simply a trick of the blame. Opinions vary, but it's certainly true that near-death experiences have been a wholly debated topic for some time. There are actually a few surviving records of ancient near-death experiences. According to writings of Plato, the resurrection showed her experience the afterlife as a spirit. A similar decision happened in Japan by logic Konoyoto and Tano Mikori. Psychologist Carl Jung wrote that in his own near-death experience he saw a vision of the world from afar. I'm sure you heard of your own stories whenever by famous or individuals. I have a few first-hand reports with me today. I'll read you some of them. I felt as if my soul was detached from my body. I met a friend who was already passed on. A spiral of light flashed before my eyes. I saw the most brilliant light. I was bathed in pure light. Body was burning with happiness. This pure feeling is unknown as euphoria. At any rate, there's some kind of reports of typical experience. Some people are actually attempted to make direct recordings of near-death experience. Research Kenneth Ring has also qualified near-death experience with awake or experience index. Modern efforts at the new theories near-death experience, which goes like, so if the individual is dying yet denies the fact, they eventually come to realize that death is a reality that must be. As a result, they'll try to do anything they can to extend their life, but really it leads to depression. In the end, they set their fate as the immense humans are. Is everyone listening? Here's your lesson. No, be paying attention. This was here. Who should I pick? Yuki, of course. You can't feel a joy that near the euphoria.
Correct.
Good work. It's correct. You have a happy school life. Obviously, near-death experience awaken one's high consciousness. Whether or not it's true, it will. Free pain. Use time here wisely. The class is the miss.
Thank you. There we go. At last, it is fini.
How does it? And say great work.
Ah, you always know the right things to say. When my uncle sees this, he will surely change his mind about Nihon. It is time for him to concede. I must hurry and go see him. Tout de suite. Aloha. I have to say goodbye for a little while. But someday, I will return. I will not give in to my uncle. Please, take this.
Some scrap? Money pouch.
I made it out of the leftover material from the kimono.
Oh.
It is a symbol of our friendship. Please, please wait for me. I am certain I will return. Here in Nihon, the times I feel truly at home.
I mean, you have my number.
They are the times I spend with you, my Tomodachi.
I'm not Tomika.
Katachi, good night.
Oh man. I don't think I'm going anywhere. Yeah. Forget about me. I gained a lifelong friend.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Temperance Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the temperance within thyself.
Boop.
It pains me to say this, but I will be leaving tomorrow. Until we meet again.
Welcome back.
Sup, dude? Doggy wants to go for a walk. God damn it. I wanna go to TARDIS! My message have a request for you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, I never
Sorry
harvest
for making you
those.
come all the way up here.
What's your request?
Well, would you have a practice match with me? Right here, right now. It's just, now we're going up against that thing that lived inside of you, right? I thought if we sparred, I could get an idea of how well I would do against it. I trained in secret for a long time, so I could avenge my mom's death. That was the only time I could forget the pain. When I was alone, swinging my spear. But I've changed since then. I want to use this power to help me live my own life. I'd promised that I'd see this through to the end. I have to make good on that. Anyway, I want you to see me the way I am now, Senpai. Of course, I don't want us to actually get hurt, so I'll be using this. And this one's for you.
If you insist. Oh. I thought it was like a little tiny, like,
Now then,
knife. Toy knife thing.
Please, take this seriously. Otherwise, there's no point. I never noticed you could see the stars so clearly up here. You were just as strong as I thought, Senpai. I had no chance. At least, now I know where I stand compared to you.
Are you hurt?
I'm alright, but I am glad I decided to use toy weapons. I don't know what decision you'll make in the end, but as long as there's time, I won't stop training. So would you mind if I challenged you again sometime?
Anytime.
Thank you. I'll get closer to beating you. Just wait. I really like it here. I've made so many memories since coming to this dorm. Both fun and difficult ones. But I feel like living means carrying it all with you and moving forward. I used to think I didn't have a place to call home, but I realized that's not something you get from someone else. Home, my real home, is the place that helps me move forward. That's why I believe fighting to come back here is what Aragaki-san would have wanted. I've learned that everyone at the dorm has their own reasons for staying, and that means I need to do my best too. I never would have figured that out if I didn't have you all behind me. I like being on the rooftop at night, but maybe it's too cold to be out here in December. Can we talk some more inside? I'd like to go over today's battle before I forget. Oh, and while we're at it, you should say hi to Hamburger too. Maybe it's because it's winter, but his fur's gotten so fluffy and cute.
Three just seems like a very small number. The 23rd?
I thought you were gonna go visit your mother's grave.
Sanada-san.
You sure this is where you want to be?
Well, I was planning on visiting her, but when I thought about what I was gonna say to her, it just didn't feel right. I've still got unfinished business to take care of first.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't have anything to tell Shinji right now. I've got my own stuff to deal with.
An unbeatable enemy, huh? I wonder what it's like.
Beats me. It doesn't matter, though. I've already made up my mind. I don't care what I'm up against. I'm gonna look it straight in the eyes.
Straight in the eyes. I like the sound of that.
I wanna
You can
laugh if
count
it
me
doesn't
in
have
too.
eyes.
All right.
The Emperor birthday, so there's no school.
away.
It's almost Christmas. No remote roller coasters. Let's go Peace on Earth. One way to look at it, I have a feeling in myself actually. I believe that Christmas spirit should put a smile on everyone's face. Let's be happy too.
Let's see.
I don't think our last Christmas. Simply think of it as this year's Christmas and enjoy it. Dreams is almost here. Excited for it? Of course. Cool. Let's enjoy Christmas. I'm gonna laugh if they end up getting the freaking KFC bucket. Oh wait, I can talk. You want to hang out. Wait. Yeah. And let me guess, you two? It. I like him better.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, welcome.
There are 8 more days until the New Year's Eve. Yuki-san, do you know what you'll decide yet? Well, I'm gonna fight. I was thinking about it a lot, but I didn't realize there wasn't much to think about. I mean, I can't tell my mom or Ragaki-san that we failed, so that's that.
Koro-chan always looks so happy when we're on break. Maybe it's because everyone's all together. Go run to your heart's content. It's almost Christmas, isn't it? I usually do a holiday party every year with my club members. But to be honest, I don't know if I'd be in the mood for something like that this year. Guess I shouldn't be such a downer though, huh? Oh, there you are. And you've got something again, don't you? Is that an early Christmas present for us? Koro-chan, were you digging around again? Your nose is all dirty. Come here. Let's get you cleaned up before we go home.
Today's the 24th. Christmas Eve, an important day in Europe and America. Although unlike in Japan, December 25th, Christmas Day is even more important. You all know why we celebrate the holiday in the first place. In Japan, Christmas Eve is just a day for the couples to spend time together and give gifts. Feeling sleepy. I mean, I learned all this from actually reading Yu Hakusho's.
So that's why.
And then, beneath the largest, most beautiful fur, we must made a vow to love each other unconditionally forever and ever. The twinkling lights for the tree stands upon our faces and we gaze into each other's eyes. So romantic. I got a text message. been thinking, I'd really love to spend Christmas together with you. How about it? I'll be waiting for your reply. What? Did I spend time with Fuka? And plans for Christmas have been set.
Are you ready to go? Sorry if it sounds like I'm rushing you. I'm just nervous because I'm not used to stuff like this. But really, it doesn't matter to me where we go, as long as we're together.
Did I spend Christmas Eve with Fuka? Ooh.
Wow, look at all the decorations. And they're so elaborate, too. Oh, over there! Those trees are made entirely of lights. They're so beautiful.
They sure are.
It's a bit chilly, but I'm really glad we came. It's just such a wonderful night, isn't it? Should we go inside? It's getting a little cold out here. I don't want you to catch a cold.
I talked with Fuka for a long time.
I'm having such a good time today. It's like a dream. I've come through here so many times before, but today it feels special. Oh, that's right. These are for you. I was thinking of you when I made them.
Fuka's cookie.
I was originally planning to bake a cake in the spirit of Christmas, but I'm not that good at baking yet, and I didn't want it to taste bad. But I think you'll really like these.
Did I give her something? There's a part. I thought I had flowers. Didn't I have flowers? Because I thought I bought like one of each flower. Looks like I don't have the back or the vase. I could've swore I bought the vase. It looks like she likes the doll.
You have a present for me? Thank you. I'll take good care of it. You picked this out just for me, right? Thank you.
Totally. I totally wasn't just holding on to it.
So, New Year's Eve is just around the corner. If I were still my old self, I wouldn't have wanted to think about that. Especially on a day like this. But I'm a lot different now. Now, I know that time is precious, and I don't want to give up on the future. Meeting you was the best thing that ever happened to me. Thank you for today. Having you with me on this special day, I couldn't be happier.
I shared a tender moment with Fuka.
It's almost midnight. Oh, but I guess we're not going to Tartarus tonight, huh? Kirijo-senpai said she didn't think everyone would be back in time. I'm not boring you, am I? I know this is a special night you're choosing to spend with me.
I'm just now looking at the letter.
I don't know what I'm saying. This is the first time I've ever done this for Christmas, so I think I'm just nervous. But really, I'm so happy to spend this night with you. I'll never forget it. Thank you for everything. Honestly, I feel like I rely on you so much. And not just because you're a leader. I mean for me, personally, because I love... sorry about that. So, what should we do after this? We still have some time left.
Until night fell. I'm gonna trip myself over because I completely did not read the rest of that.
Yo. Yeah. So, the big meet for that scholarship was yesterday.
Did you win? I mean, of course you won.
Are you seriously asking me that? I got first place, of course.
Congrats, man.
Well, what'd you expect? But really, thanks. Guess this means it's really over. Running track, I mean, kind of makes me feel empty inside.
I mean, will you quit running?
Like I said, I don't have any regrets. Plus, there's something I need to do. Not to sound dramatic, but I want to do it to protect my family. So I'm thinking I'll get a job. We'll need it to survive. I know where, too. My dad had connections at a car factory, so I'll apply there. Thing is, it's pretty far away. Go ahead and order extra noodles. It's on me.
I mean, don't put yourself out.
I knew you'd make a thing out of it. Seriously, don't sweat it. You helped me figure a bunch of things out, you know. I always blame school or my family for everything. I was using it as an escape from my own responsibilities. I really lucked out by meeting you. If I hadn't, I'd still be stuck in that same hole. And I'll never forget that.
You said open up to me about the decision. We're getting closer. Alright, we did good. I think next conversation with him will be...
Well, I better start packing. Got a lot of goodbyes to get through and not enough time. We should grab a bite again after school soon. Who knows how many chances we'll get after this. Ramen's just too good to pass up, right?
Like, we should be in good standing with him for the 10th one.
I see you're back.
Oh, you're back. But today's December 25th. But all this talk about death and fate. What a depressing Christmas. Christmas will be better next year. That's right. I said it. Next year. We're not going to let the world end. Alright, let's finish him up.
Maybe this is what they call divine guidance. The detective called me this morning and said he found my wife and son.
That wasn't that long.
He said they're running a small restaurant. Sounds like it's pretty popular among the locals. My son's married. His wife is pregnant. Sure makes me feel old. Ain't coming back till I earn their forgiveness. So, I'll be out of town for a while. I decided the next time I saw your face would be the day I leave. So I'll be going tonight. I'll get down on my knees if I have to. If my son wants to sock me in the face, well, that's fine too. I've been thinking about proposing to my wife again. Even though I'm not so good with words. I'm gonna say, I want to recite the sutras with you by my side for the rest of my life. Well, how's that sound?
I mean, it's missing something. I don't know. It's awesome. Doesn't matter.
Come on, kid. You're embarrassing me. Might not mean much coming from a monk who couldn't relinquish thoughts of the family he lost. But I was finally able to face the fact that I was drinking to hide my true feelings. It was an enlightenment of sorts. It's all your fault, kid. After lecturing you all those nights, you started reminding me of my son. Maybe Buddha sent you to help me. I gotta admit, I believe in fate. If I'd not met you, I don't think I'd ever see my family again. I owe you, kid.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Tower Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the tower within thyself.
This is just okay. I just freaking Saitama. Okay.
Here, take this. Think of it as a goodbye gift.
Surf tag.
When you mix Contro with white rum and lemon juice and shake it,
Oh.
you get a cocktail called XYZ. Movies and manga often use the initials XYZ to symbolize the end of something.
Oh, okay.
I consider XYZ to be the best of the best. It tastes so good going down. I'll be praying that your future will be XYZ. So long, kid.
It's in character and it's kind of sweet. Oh. Last day of the second semester. So much happiness this semester. Anyway, gotta go to school. I can hear people talking. Morning! It's cold today, but at least winter vacation starts tomorrow. What are you gonna do with your New Year's allowance?
No way.
I didn't get mine yet, but I want to buy a grab bag. I'm aiming for one with a purse. Uh-oh, me too. Hey, do you want to start waiting in line today? We could bring it to Kokiatsu.
Hey, what's up?
Winter break starts tomorrow, though. I'm sure most of you are just going to sleep in on New Year's instead of actually doing anything. You should start the year by doing more for your parents. Don't pass out on your Katsu staying up late, okay? Living in Koyatsu, I'm reminded of the passage of a famous novel, The Shutter of the East Window. Oh wait, that was a futon.
What even?
Alright. That's enough of you, Smart Mouse. A futon is practically the same as a kohatsu. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Look, all my point was, if you're not careful when you sleep in a katsu, you can get burned, okay? Now, that's the end of it. You're at 9, aren't you? Yeah.
Thank you for taking the time to help me. Did you know that if you want a space to do street fundraising, you have to send the application 2 months in advance? I wonder if this is going to be enough flyers.
You forced into this?
No, I asked to take this job. Plus, the student council president will be busy with college entrance exams this year. I was looking for some way to help out, and that's how I ended up in charge of this. Ever since that business with Mr. Takenozuka got resolved, I felt more confident. Or maybe proactive is the better word. I can even talk to the boys in my class now, too. Well, a little. Anyways, running this fundraiser is just the beginning. From now on, I'm not going to be afraid of trying new things. Oh, but, I'd appreciate it if you could still help me every now and then, just like today.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
Yes, thank you. Oh, that reminds me. Do you remember that illustration collection I found at the bookstore? Apparently, someone ended up buying it. I checked the other day and it wasn't there anymore. But for some reason, I'm not sad about it. As long as whoever bought it is happy, then I'm happy too. I'd like you to have this. It's a collection of manga short stories by the same artist. I bought it a long time ago, and I read it so many times that I've practically memorized it. I'd like this book to be read by all sorts of people too, just like that illustration collection. I'm sure that's much better than me just keeping it for myself. Could I ask that you be the first of those many readers?
Thanks.
When you finish reading it, please pass it on to someone else.
I'm gonna give it to
Maybe it would be
Junpei.
a good idea to hand it off at the bookstore. It's not
Nah, I'm
in
going to give it to
anymore, so
Junpei.
you'll never see it in new releases. Thank you. I'm so lucky to have met you. That book couldn't be in better hands.
I think it'll be funny if I give Junpei a shoujo manga.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured. The innermost power of the Justice Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the justice within thyself.
There she is! Fushimi-san!
Are we interrupting?
No, not at all. Did you need something?
Well, the student council led a street fundraiser a while back, and they asked for regular students to participate, right? We were curious about maybe learning more. Did you have any information on that?
Of course, I can help with that. Oh, thank you again for helping me today, Senpai. I'm sorry I ended up taking so much of your time. I'll handle the rest by myself.
Are you sure?
I can do this on my own. It's just a little bit of talking. If the timing is convenient though, let's walk home together again sometime.
Heck yeah. We're good friends.
Okay, go ahead and fill out your name and class on this form. Now, as far as what you should expect on the day of...
And we didn't make up.
Oh, it's you. Look.
5 more days until New Year's Eve. To be completely honest, I'm still nervous. However, I'm no longer uncertain. I've made up my mind before the shadow of my doubt. I will fight until the very end. I just do like a, Guys, guess what? I think I want to forget that all this has happened. I know you all decided now that you want to fight. However, you guys were creeping me out at the beginning. So, I may have already killed Ryuichi. Let's see. Yeah, give me that one. I would like to have rather rare. Like either way, I'm getting like good experience, right? I don't think I'll be playing until we get to a gatekeeper.
Yes.
I don't know why some people can't make it. I didn't get any phone calls. Oh.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, she's just talking about I guess. I'm sorry, why is Matsuru level 64? His level's pretty good.
We're counting on you, Koro-chan.
Oh, I'm back to these kind of swords again. It feels like every time I get someone a new weapon, it's like nice, new, and exciting.
I'll start preparing the analysis. Koro-chan knocked one down.
That's a really good first thing to grab.
Koro-chan spotted the enemy. I'll start preparing the analysis. I've already scanned this one.
I'll go with.
Oops.
That about does it. No shadows detected.
It's so stupid.
Good job, Kurotan. Now let's get back to exploring. Okay. Oh, there's a treasure chest.
The scenery here may be distracting, but at least the shadows aren't that different. We have...
What? Yes. Welcome back.
It just dawned on me that I haven't saved this entire time. And, that would have sucked. Alright. So we're just gonna get a little taste. Because yet again, we've hit like 2 hours.
Faced off against another person once.
And chat is kind of dead.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Alright, so we're still in the clown vomit.
We've reached the 199th floor. I can't believe there's more than 200.
Oh shit, they want to throw down now.
We got the advantage.
I'll go with.
Lilith! Let's do it. Better be watching. Get her
Doing pretty well. Shadow spotted. What's the plan?
Damn it!
You were careless.
Tough luck. Nice reflexes, Yukari-chan. You dodged the attack. Nice one. They've been shot. They're wide open. All enemies defeated. Good job, Koro-chan. Now let's get back to exploring.
Alright, it looks like I did all the paths.
Oh, stairs! Oh, there's a treasure chest.
Now's our chance.
Koro-chan knocked one down. Nice one, Koro Mario. You looked really cool out there, Koro-chan.
That's one strong shadow.
The enemy looks tough.
Say, it's just another version of Hulk Hogan. We got this.
In this situation, you struck a weakness.
He's gonna win this.
You've been knocked down.
What to do?
That wasn't that hard.
Let's do the same thing for our next fight.
Found the stairs. Wanna climb up? That's a one-way teleporter, but there's no need to head back yet.
Alright. Yeah, it's time. I know, it was only just a very short Tartarus. But we'll do more like next time. Let me leave. We are going to for Lurker. I will raid my friend. I'll see that him get more. Alright. Till the next time. Bye bye.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more! Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop!
They don't need an invite for a seat down at the table. A piece of pastrami, half-eaten wonton. Living in a bar, playing karaoke songs. Chewing on a sludge-filled Boston cream donut. They don't give a fuck, and they're making sure you know it. Fighting with a pigeon for a piece of rotten cheese. Waiting on the train down to Christopher Street.